Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a cryptocurrency that I think has the potential to absolutely explode in 2025 Vector Smart Gas, or VSG as everyone's calling it. Now I know what you're thinking, another day another crypto guru promising you'll get rich quick, right? But hear me out on this one because VSG is doing some really interesting things that could make it a total game changer in the crypto space. We're going to break down everything you need to know about VSG, from its technology and potential use cases to its recent market performance and future outlook. If you're serious about staying ahead of the curve in the crypto game, you do not want to miss this one. So buckle up, grab your notebooks, and let's get started. One of the biggest hurdles for widespread crypto adoption, and something I talk about all the time on this channel, is the issue of scalability. I mean, can you imagine trying to buy groceries with Bitcoin when a single transaction takes forever and costs you an arm and a leg in fees? It's just not practical for everyday use. This is where VSG comes in with a huge advantage. See, VSG is built on its own blockchain that's specifically designed to handle a massive amount of transactions at incredibly fast speeds. And get this, with super low fees. We're talking fractions of a penny here, guys. This is a big deal, especially when you compare it to something like Ethereum, which has been struggling with high gas fees for years. Remember when gas fees on Ethereum were so high that even a simple transaction could cost you upwards of $50? It was insane. And while Ethereum 2.0 promises to address some of these issues, VSG is already delivering on its promise of high scalability and low fees today. This makes it incredibly appealing for developers who are building the next generation of decentralized applications, or dApps. Think DeFi, NFTs, gaming, all those cool things that are going to revolutionize the way we interact with the internet and with each other. And because VSG makes all of this possible without breaking the bank, it has the potential to attract a massive user base. More users mean more demand for VSG, which, you guessed it, could lead to a nice price increase. But that's not all. Okay, so we've established that VSG is fast, it's cheap, and it's built for the future of decentralized applications. But here's where things get really interesting. VSG isn't just content with being another player in the crypto space, it's coming for the king, Ethereum. That's right, VSG has its sights set on becoming the go-to platform for all things blockchain. And based on its technology and early progress, they might actually pull it off. See, Ethereum, as big and groundbreaking as it is, has some limitations. We already talked about the scalability issues and high gas fees, but there's also the issue of its complexity. Developing on Ethereum can be challenging, which can discourage some developers from building on the platform. VSG, on the other hand, is designed to be much more developer-friendly. They've created a streamlined development environment and simplified the process of building and deploying dApps. This could attract a whole new wave of developers to the VSG ecosystem, leading to even more innovation and growth. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ethereum has a massive head start with a huge community, billions of dollars in locked value, and countless projects already built on its blockchain. And you're right, it would be incredibly difficult for any cryptocurrency to dethrone Ethereum completely. But here's the thing, VSG doesn't have to completely replace Ethereum to be successful. If VSG can capture even a fraction of Ethereum's market share, we're talking about a potential 10 times, even 100 times return on your investment. That's the power of network effects and why being an early investor in a promising project like VSG could be a life-changing decision. Alright, so far we've talked about VSG's technological advantages and its potential to disrupt the crypto space. But let's get into the nitty-gritty of what could really drive the price of VSG through the roof: its deflationary tokenomics. You see, unlike traditional currencies where governments can just print more money whenever they want, which devalues your savings, by the way, VSG has a fixed supply. In fact, the supply of VSG actually decreases over time. How? Through a mechanism called buy and burn. Here's how it works. Every time a transaction happens on the VSG network, a small percentage of the transaction fee is used to buy back VSG tokens from the open market. Those tokens are then permanently removed from circulation, effectively burned. As more and more transactions take place on the VSG network, more VSG tokens are bought back and burned, reducing the overall supply. Now, basic economics tells us that when you have a decreasing supply of something and demand stays the same, or even better, increases, the price goes up. This is the fundamental principle behind VSG's deflationary model. By reducing the supply of VSG over time, the team aims to create scarcity and increase the value of each remaining token. This is a powerful mechanism that could lead to significant price appreciation for early VSG holders. And the best part? The buy and burn mechanism is automated and built directly into the VSG protocol. There's no need to trust a central authority to do it, it just happens automatically. Okay, so we've talked about VSG's potential, but how do we know this isn't just another pie-in-the-sky crypto project with a bunch of promises? Well, here's where the rubber meets the road. In December 2024, VSG hit a major milestone, the launch of its mainnet. This wasn't just some theoretical concept or a white paper promising things to come. This was the real deal, a fully functional blockchain ready to support real-world applications. And since its launch, the VSG ecosystem has been expanding rapidly. We're talking new dApps being built, partnerships being formed, and a growing community of developers and users all rallying behind VSG. This is a clear indication that VSG is not just talk, it's walking the walk. They're building something real and people are taking notice. Just look at the numbers. Since its mainnet launch, VSG has seen a surge in on-chain activity, with daily transactions increasing exponentially. This is what we want to see, folks, real-world adoption. Because at the end of the day, the value of any cryptocurrency is tied to its utility. The more people use it, the more valuable it becomes. And with its recent mainnet launch and growing ecosystem, VSG is positioning itself to become a major player in the crypto space. Now, one of the biggest criticisms of cryptocurrencies is that they're not backed by anything tangible. They're just digital tokens, right? Well, VSG is looking to change that perception by focusing on real-world use cases and forming strategic partnerships that bridge the gap between the crypto world and traditional industries. One area where VSG is making significant strides is in the realm of real-world asset integration. Imagine a world where you could buy, sell, and trade tokenized versions of real estate, art, or even stocks on the VSG blockchain. This is the future that VSG is building towards. They're creating the infrastructure for seamless integration of real-world assets onto their platform, unlocking a whole new level of liquidity and accessibility. And it's not just about tokenizing assets. VSG is also partnering with established businesses and institutions to develop enterprise-grade solutions. For example, they're working with supply chain management companies to create more transparent and efficient systems using blockchain technology. They're also collaborating with financial institutions to explore the potential of VSG for cross-border payments and remittances. These partnerships are huge, folks. They bring credibility and legitimacy to the VSG project and demonstrate that VSG is not just some speculative asset, but a technology with the potential to revolutionize various industries. When you have real-world use cases, tangible partnerships, and a growing ecosystem, that's when you know a cryptocurrency has long-term potential. And that's exactly what we're seeing with VSG. So we've covered a lot of ground today. We talked about VSG's technological advantages, its ambitious roadmap, its deflationary tokenomics, its recent mainnet launch, and its focus on real-world use cases. But there's one more piece of the puzzle that we need to address: market sentiment. In the world of crypto, perception is reality. If people believe a cryptocurrency has value, it often becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And right now, the sentiment around VSG is incredibly positive. You can't go anywhere in the crypto space without hearing about VSG. It's trending on Twitter, being discussed on Reddit, and covered by all the major crypto news outlets, and with good reason. VSG is a hot topic, and for good reason. People are excited about its potential, and that excitement is translating into price action. We've seen VSG's price steadily climb since its mainnet launch, and many analysts are predicting even bigger gains in the coming months and years. Now, it's important to note that I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Investing in cryptocurrencies is inherently risky, and you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. However, when you look at VSG's fundamentals, its technology, its team, its partnerships, and the overall market sentiment, it's hard not to be bullish on its future prospects. So there you have it, folks. That's why I believe VSG could be one of the biggest crypto winners of 2025. With its high scalability, low fees, deflationary tokenomics, real-world use cases, and growing ecosystem, VSG is well positioned to capitalize on the explosive growth of the crypto market. Remember, while VSG has a lot of potential, it's important to be aware of the risks. Always do your own research and invest wisely. For more details, check out the official sources linked below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more crypto insights.